morning, everyone. This is Himadri from Youth Talks. We are back again with the third edition, with an additional edition that we had in between yesterday with Dr. Sangeeta Menon on the health hacks, the first part that was taken up yesterday. Today we've got somebody spectacularly, popular, an amazing personality, somebody who's going to rock your next 1 hour with something that's amazing. Friends, I'm reminded of a small story I heard as a youngster. I was born on the foothills of Himalaya, and so that story comes from the foothills of Himalaya. There was a very popular, मैं थोड़ा हिंदी में इसको बोलता हूँ क्योंकि हमारे शो मैसेज मुझे दे रहे हैं कि हिंदी में बोलिए जी मैं हिंदी में बोलता हूँ कि मैं हिमालय के जब फुटहिल्स पे जब जन्मा था तो वहां से एक कहानी मुझे सुनाई गई थी बचपन में. ये एक सिद्ध महात्मा की कहानी है जो एक छोटे से गांव में रहते थे. 70-75 साल की उनकी उम्र थी. काफी उनकी इज्जत हुआ करती थी अपने गांव में, और गांव में किसी को कोई भी चीज चाहिए थी, कोई सलाह देनी होती थी या उनसे उनको कहीं दुविधा होती थी तो ये महात्मा के पास जाके बात करते थे. वो जिस जगह बैठ के अपनी साधना किया करते थे तो वहां पे जो आसन रखते थे, आसन के नीचे थोड़ा सा खड्डा जैसा भी हो गया था, बिकॉज पिछले 50 साल से रोज वो वहीं पे प्रार्थना अर्चन किया करते थे ईश्वर को. एक दिन सुबह के समय वो प्रार्थना जब सब लोग एक समय गांव में होता है, हर सुबह एवरी मॉर्निंग दे यूज्ड टू गैदर फॉर द मॉर्निंग प्रेयर्स. महात्मा जी जैसे प्रार्थना करके अपने नॉर्मल पोजीशन में बैठे, आंख खोली, वैसे ऊपर से आकाशवाणी हुई. ईश्वर की आवाज थी. ईश्वर वाज ऑनलाइन एंड भगवान ने कहा, हे महात्मा, पिछले 50 साल से हर सुबह आप यहाँ बैठ के मुझे अपनी प्रार्थनाएं देते हो, आप अर्चन करते हो. मैं आपको एक चीज बता देना चाहता हूँ कि आज तक आपने जितनी भी प्रार्थनाएं करी हैं किसी को मैंने स्वीकार ही नहीं किया. अब पूरा गांव सुन रहा है, पूरा गांव स्तब्ध, एवरीवन शॉक्ड एंड सरप्राइज्ड दैट अगर महात्मा की प्रार्थना किसी ने स्वीकारी नहीं है तो हम कहाँ. सब लोग स्तब्ध थे, पीपल वर शॉक्ड. उतने में महात्मा खड़े हुए और नाचने लगे. लोगों को लगा, अगल बगल में और थोड़े जो बुजुर्ग लोग थे उनको लगा कि महात्मा का मानसिक संतुलन जा चुका है, क्योंकि ईश्वर ने आज उन्हें कह दिया कि आई हैव नॉट एक्सेप्टेड अ सिंगल प्रेयर ऑफ योर. एंड किसी ने हिम्मत करके महात्मा जी को अप्रोच किया और कहा, महात्मा जी, ईश्वर ने क्या कहा आपने ध्यान से सुना है? ईश्वर ने ये कहा कि आपकी पिछले 50 साल की मेहनत पानी में चली गई है, व्यर्थ हो गई है. एक ही प्रार्थना स्वीकृति में उनके एप्लीकेशन आपने जो भी डाली कोई स्वीकार नहीं किया. महात्मा जी ने कहा, हाँ मैं जानता हूँ. तो कहते हैं लोग, आप डांस क्यों कर रहे हैं, आप नाच क्यों रहे हैं? बोले, मैं नाच इसलिए रहा हूँ क्योंकि 50 साल से वो जानता है कि मैं कौन हूँ, वो मुझे सुन रहे हैं. He is listening to me, and that is what we have as a positive attitude. Now the point is, positive attitude किसी महात्मा द्वारा दर्शाया जाता है, वो तो हम स्वीकार लेते हैं, लेकिन व्यक्ति हैं. I'm a normal guy, I'm a regular bloke, I'm somebody who's been living a normal life as a commoner. मैं तो महात्मा नहीं हूँ, मैं तो व्यक्ति नहीं हूँ. तो क्या मैं इन परिस्थितियों में जहाँ पे मुझे चारों तरफ अंधकार दिख रहा है, there is darkness all around, there is no light at the end of the tunnel, am I still required to stay positive? The answer is yes, but मुझे पता नहीं मैं कैसे रह सकता हूँ. Friends, to take care of this challenge of uncertainty in lockdown, to help us overcome this, absolute volatility in our careers, the darkness around, we have got somebody who's a spectacular, like I said, a greatly popular guy. उनकी स्माइल से आपको दिख रहा होगा कि वो अपने चारों तरफ कोई भी वातावरण कैसा भी हो, उन्होंने उसको अपने जीवन में आने नहीं दिया. Friends, I'm talking about RJ Kshitij Banka, one of the very popular voices we've had in Gujarat. इन्होंने अपना जो कार्यकाल as an RJ with Radio Mirchi, I think he was one of the most popular and a highly awarded radio jockey we've had in the country. Kshitij Banka has been a seasoned media personality with an extensive experience in radio, television, and live shows. He's an entertainer, folks, and when on stage, he rocks the audiences. But when in a lecture hall, he's an educator par excellence. A speaker, a TEDx speaker, on top of that, 2-time TEDx speaker, is a communications expert and a trainer for students and corporates. He's also visiting faculty in the MS universities, faculty for mass communication for the last about 6 years. ये अपना जो शो होस्ट किया करते थे रेडियो मिर्ची पे, इन्होंने 13 साल 14 साल नॉन स्टॉप, इनका वनवास शायद पूरा हो रहा है या हुआ 14 साल रेडियो मिर्ची पे मॉर्निंग ब्रेकफास्ट शो होस्ट किया है। इतनी ज्यादा इनकी सिद्धियां हैं, you know, right from having a diploma in HRM, from having a master in arts and English, you know, from SP University, getting his bachelor's in St. Xavier's College, being a great short story writer, a national level basketball player, to strumming the guitar, singing, curating shows. There's so much to RJ Kshitij Banka. I do not know whether I have 60 minutes, which is going to be enough to introduce, you know, the Rashtriya Vidya Gaurav Puraskar awardee from the Indian Council in 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, a guy who is adept at multiple languages, but वो कहते हैं हूँ तो वटती गुजराती छुन वटती गुजराती, a guy who has been taking the language, his mother tongue, to people across the world. Presenting to you RJ Kshitij Banka with my first question. Kshitij bhai,
Yes.
ये अंधकार चारों तरफ है, uncertainty दिख रही है. What do you say to this?
So, first off, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction, Himadri ji. And to be very honest, I know that there is a lot of uncertainty. There is पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है, ना भूतो ना भविष्यति, पहले कभी ऐसा नहीं हुआ है, और let's hope that this will never happen in the coming times or in the future. But what a time to be alive if you look at it that way. 500 ml hand sanitizer bottle is now more expensive than alcohol. That is what we are going through at this moment, you know. In the past, when people have written science fiction stories or novels or made movies, they thought by 2020 we will be colonizing planet Mars, or we will have flying cars. But instead 2020 में हम लोगों को ये सिखा रहे हैं कि हाथ कैसे धोने हैं. अब ये एक वायरस ऐसा है जो साबुन से चला जाता है, पर इतने सारे लोगों को 187 कंट्रीज में उसने परेशान करके रखा है. I know that the times are very uncertain. I know that it is very difficult, but aren't we really glad to be alive at least? Yes. At the same time, it is catastrophic, it is unprecedented, and worse yet, WHO ने just कल ये कहा है that we are yet to see the worst of COVID-19 terror. अब ऊपर वाला ही जाने के ये कब खत्म होगा या कब रुकेगा. But we are not here to discuss about the problems. We are here to talk about the positive side of life. And there is always a positive side. Trust me, a brighter future awaits. So let me begin with a little story. And this story is attributed to a lot of different people, so I will not give credit. But the most popular version is between Akbar and Birbal. So the king Akbar, he gathers all his mantris, his ministers, and tells them that I want an answer to this question. So all the ministers say, what is the question? So Akbar asks them that tell me a phrase, tell me a sentence, जो सुनने के बाद, जिसको सुनने के बाद एक खुश इंसान दुखी हो जाए और एक दुखी इंसान खुश हो जाए. ऐसा कौन सा सेंटेंस हो सकता है? जो भी मंत्रीगण थे सब दुविधा में थे, सोच रहे थे. बिरबल भी सोच रहे थे कि क्या कहा जाए. And finally Birbal comes up with an answer and he says, this too shall pass. मतलब ये वक्त भी बीत जाएगा. अगर आप ये सेंटेंस किसी बहुत खुश इंसान है उसको कहोगे कि ये वक्त भी बीत जाएगा, तो उसको कहीं ना कहीं एक अंदर चिंता होगी या दुख होगा कि अरे यार ये वक्त मेरा चला जाएगा, आगे पता नहीं क्या होगा. और एक इंसान जो दुखी है उसे आप अगर ऐसा कहोगे कि ये वक्त भी बीत जाएगा, तो उसे एक होप मिलेगी, उसे एक पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड फील होगा, and he or she will think that okay, bad times are not going to last and eventually we will have a good time. Now you look at it, if we look at it at the lockdown, so it has been a period of say 21 days and then got extended for say 14 more days. But if you look at the average lifespan of an individual, which is say roughly about 65 to 70 years, उसमें एक आध महीना कुछ भी नहीं है. मतलब 70 साल की आयु में 21 days or 30 days does not really mean anything. of course, there has been a lot of discussion on how to utilize these days where we are not going out and just sitting at home, how to be more productive, how to sharpen your skills, how to learn a new language, how to learn a new skill, how to make dalgona coffee, how to post pictures with filters, because obviously you've not gone to a beauty parlor. And all of these things have been discussed online. But what there's one thing which no one is discussing, and that thing is what will we do or how will we stay positive once the lockdown is over? Because trust me, whatever we see now, what is coming next may be completely different. The world may have completely transformed from what it was, say, 2 months back. But hey, there is something which is very positive, and that is that all of us are humans. Humans as a species, we have survived far more worse things on this very planet. I'm not in any way trying to dilute the seriousness of the problem or trying to sound arrogant. But all I'm trying to say, all I'm trying to emphasize is how resilient we are as a species. We have braved ice age and we've braved some massive earthquakes and nuclear warfare and whatnot. And we're still here, and we are here to stay because majority of the human population is always hopeful. We've always looked at the brighter side. We've always thought, ठीक है, जो हुआ आगे देख लेंगे. You know, in one of his addresses during the pandemic, Modi ji said, "जान है तो जहान है." देखिए, बात तो सही है. अगर हम जिंदा रहेंगे तभी ना हम सोच पाएंगे कि बिजनेस में क्या करना है, पैसा कहाँ से कमाना है. वैसे पैसा कमाना इतना मुश्किल भी नहीं है, पर आजकल के जमाने में पैसा कमाने से ज्यादा अगर कुछ चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है तो वो है पॉजिटिव, to maintain a positive attitude. I think that is a very, very, very important aspect. Let's first look at teenagers or the younger population. बहुत सारे लोग शायद खुश होंगे कि इस साल एग्जामिनेशन नहीं है, बट एट द सेम टाइम अब अगले साल में कैसे होगा, क्या होगा, कब शुरू होगा, उस पर एक बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन. A lot of my younger friends are worried because they have not met their boyfriend or girlfriend for the past 20 or 30 days. But hey, let's get used to these virtual meetings. And trust me, virtual meetings can probably solve all our problems except for giving us babies. तो वो इतना बड़ा प्रॉब्लम नहीं होना चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से. For students, especially the students who are in the final semester or the final year of their course, there is some anxiety, and I understand that because a lot of students will be now completing their studies and then going into the so-called job market. तो अब अगर जॉब मार्केट में हम जाएंगे तो जॉब मार्केट खुलेगा या नहीं खुलेगा, हमको हमारी डिग्री मिलेगी या नहीं मिलेगी, अगर हमें कोई और कोर्स आगे परस्यू करना था तो वो होगा कि नहीं होगा. देखिए, मैं समझता हूँ कि ये जो टॉपिक है इसके अराउंड इर्द गिर्द बहुत ज्यादा एंजाइटी है, बहुत ज्यादा अनसर्टेनिटी भी है, एंड देयर इज नो वन श्योर आंसर टू दीज क्वेश्चंस. Will there be a recession? There is one more question. Will there be a slowdown? Will there be a slump? I think maybe yes. Obviously, initial to come back immediately in the same form will not be possible. It will take at least 6 or 8 months. But a recession the size of 1929 that happened in America does not seem very likely. That said, immediately, as soon as the lockdown gets over or as the lockdown is going on, there are a couple of things which are looking up. So, for example, a couple of jobs which have now become more in demand or which have suddenly come in demand. For example, digital marketing. Digital marketing is not new. ये आजकल का आया हुआ नहीं है, पर जितने भी बिजनेसेस अभी हैं और जितने भी बिजनेसेस लॉकडाउन के बाद भी ऑपरेट करेंगे, they will obviously have more spend on their digital budget. So people who can work for digital marketing, social media marketing, in any form. Maybe people who are designers, people who are copywriters, people who have agencies, all of these things are going to look up. Very interestingly, when the First World War got over in 1918, उसके बाद immediately Spanish flu आया था. वैसे ऐसा कहा जाता है कि हर 100 साल में एक पैंडेमिक आता है, and it is a coincidence that 1919, 1920 में एक पैंडेमिक आया था और 2019 और 2020 में एक पैंडेमिक आया है. तो जब स्पेनिश फ्लू का पैंडेमिक आया था तब especially in America there was a lot of chaos because the world war had just gotten over and then the pandemic came up, so they didn't know what to do, but suddenly all of it just vanished. And after 1920 in America it is called as the rocking 20s. तो 1920 से लेकर 1929 तक until the great recession came in, ये rocking 20s माना जाता है. ये वो टाइम था जहां पर बहुत सारे इन्वेंशंस हुए थे, बहुत सारी चीजें नई शुरू हुई थी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल होम लोन्स, क्योंकि पीपल हैड स्टार्टेड अर्निंग मनी. सो व्हेनेवर देयर इज अ डिप, जैसा ये पेंडेमिक एक डिप है, उसके बाद ह्यूमन सिविलाइजेशन इनवेरिएबली हैज बाउंस्ड बैक हार्डर. So in the rocking 20s, that is what had happened. So the first thing that happened was, or a new thing that happened was commercial radio ads. That the first time it happened was after the pandemic Spanish flu in America. तो जैसे तब उसका राइज हुआ एंड ऑब्वियसली अदर इंडस्ट्रीज केम अप, वैसे ही हमारे यहाँ पर भी ये पैंडेमिक के बाद एक जंप आएगा ही आएगा, और उसकी वजह से इंटरनेट की जो जॉब्स है, मार्केटिंग जो जॉब्स है, वो डेफिनेटली विल सी अ ग्रेट एंड अ वेरी पॉजिटिव स्पाइक. So if you're doing that, very good. If you want to do that, you still have time. You can hone your skills and get on the board. Second is tech jobs. By tech jobs, I mean that now we are connecting. Me and Himadri ji have never met in real life. We are meeting for the first time, and that too virtually. There are a couple of people who have joined this webinar, and more people will be seeing that. So we have now understood that a lot of meetings can be done virtually. We don't really need to be in one room to have a conversation or to discuss an idea. So obviously these apps and these virtual meetings, all of that is going to be used more extensively, and hence more tech expertise will be required to look after such operations. So more robust apps, more websites, more servers will be required to keep all these operations running smoothly. So tech jobs are definitely going to be in higher demand than ever. Obviously, along with that, software developers, website developers, app developers, all of that is going to be at the center of all of this. So I think the second half of 2020 is just going to be a boom for people who are in the business. With the increase of traffic on internet, obviously a lot of transactions have also increased. It will also require more security. And hence, people who are associated with cybersecurity or ethical hacking will have a great time in the coming few months, I believe. Just a passing mention, a few days back, the Zoom app, the app we are connected on right now, was sort of, said to have some glitches and some security issues. Obviously, it was all patched back again. But just yesterday, government has endorsed one website which is called Say Namaste, and it is also going to be used for webinars and web conferences and whatnot. So more such avenues are definitely going to open up. On the internet, there is something called a freelance job. So internet freelancers can be anywhere in the world and can be doing their job. So there are websites like Fiverr or Freelancer and so many other such websites, where if you have a skill, if you can teach, if you can design, if you can write, if you can translate, and so many such skills are, you can bid your skill and people will pay you. The good thing is you can be sitting anywhere in the world and you can get business or you can get jobs from anywhere in the world. Now, internet freelance job is more than a decade old. It is not new, but the only thing is that it is not very high paying, at least initially. But eventually, if you stick to it, you may be able to make more money. Finally, in the job market, healthcare professionals will now be in more demand than ever. People, I think, will be apprehensive in the beginning, so they will want to get themselves checked, etc. there seems to be more attention towards mental health as well during this pandemic. And I believe that counselors and psychologists will be in demand once this gets over. Along with that, people who are in the home delivery business, people who are um, in services, so say your vehicle maintenance or your home maintenance, all of this will peak once the lockdown gets over, once we get back to the routine life. There is a usual prediction that luxury items will not be sought after once the lockdown is over, because people will want to save more money than just spend everything lavishly because of the apprehension, and which may be true. So people like me who are associated with freelancing, who are self-employed, and who are also associated with the entertainment industry might see a dip in the coming few months, because I'm sure for the coming next months, the lavish parties and the events and the weddings and all those travel plans may be kept on hold. Um, there has been a lot of talk about the auto industry, where people say that auto industry was, as it is, going through, I would say, not a recession, but lack of demand. And a lot of people think that after, अब कौन गाड़ी खरीदेगा यार, अब ऐसे कहाँ 5 लाख रुपए 6 लाख रुपए कौन खर्चेगा? But let me tell you what happened in China. So in China, a couple of places have already opened up the lockdown and people are now commuting. In fact, just today there was a pic of Wuhan and the flyovers were full with cars. 85% of people in China have stopped using public vehicles, which means they now prefer to travel by their own vehicle, be it a car or a two-wheeler, which means that people don't trust public transport or taxis because they think that they might get infected, and this apprehension may come to India and other countries, and if it does, then the auto industry will definitely shine. I understand not everyone can afford a personal vehicle, but there will at least some reduction in public transport is what I see or what I feel in the coming few weeks. So I think these are some basic observations and some basic research that I've done so far. There is a lot of apprehension in people with regards to the corona or the novel coronavirus. Like I said earlier, every century has seen such pandemics. Every century has seen such epidemics also, massive earthquakes and things like that. Some of these pandemics have been even more horrifying than COVID-19 of what we are seeing right now. But some researchers believe that we are at the brink of a mass extinction. So the planet Earth is about six crore years old. I may be wrong. And in those thousands or lakhs of years, we have gone through 5 mass extinctions. You can actually Google this up. I'll not get into the details. So we've gone through 5 mass extinctions, which means that the dinosaur story, as we know, that there were a lot of dinosaurs and then a comet came and whatever happened, and all the dinosaurs just completely vanished the face of Earth. So such 5 mass extinctions have already happened, and we are at the brink of a 6th one, so which may happen at any point in time now. Second apprehension or the second fear is that Earth, as we know, has 2 poles, and the poles keep reversing. It is called pole reversal. So the south pole goes to the north and the north goes to the south. So the Earth does a Shirshasana of sorts. And it has been proven, we have evidence on the Himalayas, they have found some seashells, which proves that probably there was samandar. In deserts, they have found seashells or fish bones, which proves that probably there was a sea earlier. Anyway, I'm not a scientist to talk about this, but I'm just saying that the pole reversal is also due, according to some people. So it may also happen. अगर ये सब होगा तो हम क्या करेंगे, कहाँ जाएंगे, पता नहीं. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ये सब चीजों से डरने की जरूरत नहीं है. हम अभी हैं, यहाँ हैं, उस पर फोकस करें तो बहुत अच्छा है. What is very very important for us to understand, I think, is that ये सब apprehension आता क्यों है? क्योंकि हम इतने सारे डिवाइसेस में अभी राइट नाउ आई एम कनेक्टेड टू 3 डिफरेंट डिवाइसेस एंड वी आर ऑलवेज इन द सर्च ऑफ अ बेटर नेटवर्क. हम हमेशा 4G 5G वाईफाई ढूंढते रहते हैं, कितनी स्पीड आ जाती है, ऐसी हम बातें करते हैं. ये कनेक्शन के चक्कर में हम अपने आप से कनेक्शन भूल गए. सो I understand this is a little spiritual angle, but if we see our forefathers, they spent more quality time with the family, praying and stuff like that, which we've kind of completely absorbed ourselves from. तो उसकी वजह से ये गुजराती में शब्द है उचाट, मन में उचाट रहे थे हमेशा. वी आर ऑलवेज टेंस, ऐसा लगता है कि अभी ये कर लूं, अभी वो कर लूं. तो थोड़ा काम होने की जरूरत है, और वो तभी हो पाएगा जब हमारे अंदर हम झांकने की कोशिश करेंगे, हम थोड़ा सा स्पिरिचुअल बनने की कोशिश. एंड आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि बधु छोड़ीने संन्यास ले लो. By being and I'm not saying be religious, I'm saying be spiritual. So there is this small story, and after that I can take questions, Hima Devi. So I had narrated this story on my Facebook page also. So there was this flight, and there's this girl sitting in the plane all by herself. So this small little girl, उसके बाजू में जो पैसेंजर बैठा था, उसने पूछा लड़की को कि बेटा तुम अकेली ट्रैवल कर रही हो, तुम्हें डर नहीं लगता? तो लड़की ने कहा नहीं, मुझे डर नहीं लग रहा है, मैं तो अकेली बैठी हूँ. And then the plane took off. The girl was at the window seat. She was looking out the window. She was enjoying the view. And when the plane was mid-air, there was a lot of turbulence. And we've all been in an airplane and we've seen that turbulence. So डर लगता है कि अरे भाई शू तो सही यार, हवा में बच्चे थे. तो ये turbulence जरा ज्यादा चला. तो कॉकपिट में से कैप्टन ने अनाउंस किया दैट लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, वी आर गोइंग थ्रू अ टर्बुलेंस एंड प्लीज बकल योर सीट बेल्ट्स एंड सिट कामली, वी विल ट्राई टू गेट आउट ऑफ इट. बट ये टर्बुलेंस कुछ ज्यादा ही होने लगा, प्लेन पूरा ऊपर नीचे होने लगा, सब लोग प्रे करने लगे. ये जो लड़की थी वो आराम से बैठी विंडो के बाहर देख रही. फाइनली प्लेन लैंड हो गया, एंड उसके बाजू में जो पैसेंजर बैठा था उसने बोला बेटा आपको डर नहीं लगा? क्योंकि प्लेन में जितने भी लोग बैठे थे सब डर गए थे, सब प्रे कर रहे थे, आप आराम से बैठे थे, आप अभी भी आराम से बैठे हो. Weren't you scared? So the little girl said that the pilot of this plane is my father, and I know that my father will surely and always land me safely. So when I say we need to be spiritual, it is the father, the creator. You don't need to name your God or creator. आप जिसमें भी भरोसा रखते हैं उनमें भरोसा रखिए, बस जिसमें भी आपको भरोसा है उनमें भरोसा रखिए, तो हमारी नैया पार कर ही देगा.
सही है, सही है. Awesome. So I trust somebody like you with so much of information being filtered and coming your way. आपने अभी बताया कि a predictive suggestion that the second half of this year would see a lot of new professions or maybe existing professions getting traction. आपने ये भी कहा कि कुछ चीजों की जरूरत और पड़ने वाली है, जैसे कि हेल्थ केयर प्रोफेशनल्स, मेंटल हेल्थ काउंसलर्स. एक चीज आपसे मैं ये जानना चाहूंगा, क्योंकि आपने टुवर्ड्स द एंड ये जो बच्ची की कहानी बताई कि इसका चालक तो मेरा फादर है, सो आई ट्रस्ट द पायलट, एंड ये नैया पार लगने ही वाली है. अब ये चारों तरफ से क्षितिज भाई, we are having a lot of noise around us. A lot of negative noise is coming around us, and that we open our mobile phones, WhatsApp is bombed with corona news. We open TV and every single news channel is running something on coronavirus and scaring people. We hardly see any positive news around us. घर में बैठेंगे तो वही 2, 3, 4 चेहरे दिखते हैं, कितनी बातें करेंगे. लोग कहते हैं पढ़िए, पढ़ने की आदत नहीं हो तो somehow people are getting lost. So when we are being bombed with, when people like to call media the villain, how exactly, you being a media guy, how exactly do we stay positive? चारों तरफ से इतना ज्यादा we are being cramped. I don't know what do I do, how do I filter? मैं अपने अंदर जाता हूँ तो वही आवाज आती है, भाई कल तू क्या करेगा, इनकम कहाँ से लाएगा, क्या करें? What do we do?
I wouldn't deny that मेरे अंदर से भी वो आवाज नहीं आती है. ऑब्वियस है मेरे अंदर से भी वही आवाज आती है कि पैसा क्या लावाना है भाई, करवानु શું છે. But at the same time, in the current scenario, we know that there is no way out, right? The easiest or the best way to earn money in current times is by staying alive. ठीक है, ये तो हम सब मानते हैं. Now, when we talk about staying positive, the secret of staying positive comes from coronavirus. Ask me how.
Tell us. Yeah.
How does coronavirus spread? when it comes into contact, right? So when your mind comes in contact with anything which is negative, it only multiplies. If your mind comes in contact with anything that is positive, it will only multiply. That is the basic science. तो ये कोरोना वायरस का जो सिद्धांत है उसको हम अपने जीवन में उतारें. और positivity works differently for different people. For me, it may be just music. For some, it may be spending time with family. For some, it may be reading books. Like you said, कि भाई मुझे बुक पढ़ना नहीं अच्छा लगता, ठीक है. कोई तो एक ऐसी चीज होगी जिससे आपको मजा आता है, उस चीज को करिए. So do anything that makes you happy. If you are happy, automatically your mind will be happy and you will think positive thoughts. और वो पॉजिटिव इन्फेक्शन ही आपके अंदर के नेगेटिविटी दूर करेगा. तो इसका जो आई एम नाउ स्टार्टिंग टू साउंड लाइक अ ज्ञानी बाबा, पर ये बहुत सिंपल है. आई मीन दिस इज नॉट रॉकेट साइंस. Think positive thoughts and positive will happen. We are all but manifestation of our thoughts. अगर मैं यही सोचता रहूंगा कि मैं अनएम्प्लॉयड हूँ, मेरे पास पैसा नहीं है, तो मुझे वही दिखेगा. पर अगर मैं ये सोचता रहता हूँ कि यार मेरे पास कितने सारे फ्रेंड्स है, मेरे पास कितनी बढ़िया फैमिली है, मेरे पास कितना अच्छा घर है, तो मुझे वही दिखेगा. So it's all about the perception that we have.
So ये परसेप्शन शुरुआत में इससे हमने लड़ने की कोशिश की और लोग दूर भी रह पाए. लेकिन जब हम घर में होते हैं और हम मीडिया यूज करते रहते हैं, कहीं ना कहीं ये भी डर होता है कि चलिए मैं अपने आप को इन सब चीज से दूर रखता हूँ. आई नीड टू स्टे विद इन माई सेल्फ. बट देन देयर इज दिस फियर ऑफ मिसिंग आउट. या सो व्हेन वी टॉक ऑफ FOMO, द फियर ऑफ मिसिंग आउट कि अगर मैं यहाँ पे नहीं गया, अगर इस ग्रुप चैट में मैंने पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया, तो मेरा रेलेवेंस, ये जैसे ही लॉकडाउन खुलेगा उसके बाद मैं अपना रेलेवेंस कैसे रख पाऊंगा मार्केट में. हाउ विल आई स्टे रेलेवेंट आफ्टर अ व्हाइल. एंड दैट FOMO causes me to again get back into the quicksand, and वो वापस खींच लेता है. तो इसको जैसा आपने कहा, if I stay with something that's more optimistic, I'm going to multiply that. But then sometimes जैसे लीकेज होता है ना, बोट नाव जा रही होती है, नाव पानी में है, डूबेगी कब? जब उसमें छेद होगा तो पानी अंदर आएगा और नाव डूबेगी. लेकिन ये छेद आए दिन हो ही जा रहा है. There are a lot of people who say that, great sir, and आपसे बात करते हैं तो पॉजिटिव रहते हैं, कुछ अच्छे लोगों को सुनते हैं, जैसे कि आज क्षितिज को सुनेंगे तो पॉजिटिव रहते हैं, लेकिन जैसे ही अपने काम में घुसे और वो कहीं ना कहीं एंट्री कर जाता है, तो क्या आई मीन this does get difficult. So आप क्या?
Of course. I'm not in any way saying that it is very easy. And the current times even add to the worry. So I completely understand. And I also face the same issues that all of us do. But I constantly remind myself to stay in the present. All the problems that we have in our mind come from either the past or the future, not from the present. So if you stay in the present, if you stay here right now, 11:33 a.m. on 22nd April 2020, if you stay here right now, nothing can divert you. But if you go in the past, then there will be something which you've done wrong, or शायद ये नहीं किया होता या ये, or if you go in the future कि क्या होगा, तो वो आपको definitely worry करेगा. Earlier also you spoke about कि इतने सारे चीजें हैं, fear of missing out. Just prioritize. हम एक ही साथ बहुत सारी चीजें नहीं कर सकते.
सही है.
बड़ौदा में इतने सारे नवरात्रि के टाइम पे गरबा होते हैं, बट वी हैव टू चूज वन गरबा ग्राउंड. हर एक गरबा ग्राउंड पे तुम रोज जाके गरबा तो नहीं कर पाओ, पॉसिबल ही नहीं.
राइट.
सो वी हैव टू प्रायोरिटाइज. जैसे आई विल गिव यू माय एग्जांपल. सो एवरीवन इज लाइव ऑन इंस्टाग्राम एवरी डे, एंड अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आस्क मी आप क्यों लाइव नहीं हो. मैं बोला यार मैं इंस्टा पे भी लाइव जाऊंगा, FB पे भी लाइव जाऊंगा, जूम पे भी लाइव जाऊंगा, तो मैं जीऊंगा कब? If I'll always be live on social media apps, when will I live?
Absolutely.
So that's my priority. So will I lose some fans? Maybe yes, but that's okay. So at least I'm gaining some quality time with my own self. So I'm okay with that. So we just need to prioritize. क्या FOMO होता है कि भाई ये भी है, वो भी है, और उसमें से जो मुझे ठीक लगता है वो मैं करूँ ना. at least we've reached that phase of maturity. When we are in school and college, तब ऐसा लगता है कि अरे सब कुछ कर लेते हैं, but over a period of time we realize कि ये सब चीजें जरूरी नहीं थी, and I think this is the time to realize कौन सी चीजें जरूरी नहीं है.
Yeah, I mean, coming from you, somebody who is an absolute, you know, voice of the new generation, and somebody like you who's been a great bridge in the generation, the professionals, the people from HR, coming from you, I guess that's very important. ये जानना और ये हमारे लिए भी मानना बहुत जरूरी है कि हमारी प्रायोरिटीज में क्या है, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग बहुत कुछ करना चाह रहे हैं और ओवर एक्सपोजर भी हो रहा है, लेकिन अपने आप को शायद पहचान नहीं पा रहे हैं. एक प्रश्न आ रहा है कि you know, this is because you've आपके इंट्रोडक्शन में मैंने पढ़ा कि आप भी एचआर में से हैं, you have an HR education. एक one of the larger HR organizations you know that we have, उनकी HR head, उनका एक प्रश्न आ रहा है कि आपको क्या लगता है इस इंडस्ट्री की नई चैलेंजेस क्या होंगी, HR इंडस्ट्री? What would be the new challenges? If at all?
There are a lot of new challenges, I believe, and the first challenge being that the level of authority will now go away. So earlier क्या होता था कि there was still a protocol, there was still a distance between the boss and the employees, which will now I see that getting dissolved very fast. Authority बहुत जल्दी गायब इसीलिए हो जाएगी क्योंकि one जरूरी नहीं है कि बॉस और उसका सबऑर्डिनेट या बॉस और एम्प्लॉय है वो फिजिकली एक दूसरे को मिले. जब फिजिकली आप मिलते हो तो एक अदब रहता है. अब फिजिकल मीटिंग्स कम हो जाएंगी इन द एटलीस्ट कमिंग 6 months. Second, what I think will happen is that because now everyone is at the same level, तो आपका बॉस भी आपको व्हाट्सएप पे मैसेज कर रहा है और वो भी आपके साथ जूम मीटिंग में बैठा हुआ है. तो एक ऊपर वाला जो दर्जा हम पहले देते थे वो शायद it will be difficult for bosses to establish authority in the coming time. That is one challenge that I see for the HR. The second challenge is now we will have to be more open to people opt for working from home. All those attendance records के 9 वागे पंच इन करी देવું પડશે અને 3:30 વાગે, all of those things will slowly it has already started going away from a lot of industries now. But it will now be even, I think, more and more industries will have to be open towards people either working from home or people working at their own time and at their own pace. So this is something which the HR will have to be prepared for. And most importantly, I think यहाँ बैठ के कहाँ का काम करना है, कहाँ बैठ के कहाँ का काम करना है, वो अब तक होता आ रहा था पर अब ज्यादा होगा. So it is possible that an employee might just, when you call him for a meeting, the employee might just say that let's just do a Zoom call.
Right. Kshitij bhai, you know, you mentioned while we were conversing earlier, आपने एक अपना इनिशिएटिव कहा था और मुझे लगता है कि उस इनिशिएटिव के बारे में अगर हम सब जान पाएं थोड़ा ज्यादा, a lot more people would find reasons to stay positive, and that initiative was towards you know, respecting and going back to your mother tongue. आप गुजराती हैं, आपने एक इनिशिएटिव लॉन्च किया, व्हाट सी गुजराती. So let us know, because you've been a playback singer, you've sung in movies, you've done music, and Gujarati to you is something that is very dear. So ये बढ़ती गुजराती है क्या? Maybe for a brief period गुजराती में जो कही शको तो.
Right. So so the reason why I so my background is very different. I studied at Xavier. I've studied in Rosary in Baroda and Xavier's in Ahmedabad, and then SP University, and I've done masters in English. And by the time I graduated from my masters, I had started thinking in English because I had read so much of English novels, and so naturally आ गया था. But घर में पहले से ही गुजराती बोलते थे, and there was some good habit of reading. So I've always been reading, and I used to read in all 3 languages. I've read in, I mean, even now I read Hindi, Gujarati, and English, all 3 languages. And then I started working with Radio Mirchi. So I used to often joke that I am masters in English, but Radio Mirchi is paying me to talk in Gujarati. तो वो तो कुछ 13 साल तक चला. But a couple of years back, I had heard this conversation between a small kid and the mother. The kid was embarrassed that the mother could not speak in English. Speak in English. तो वो बोल रहा था कि आप पेरेंट टीचर मीटिंग में मत आना क्योंकि आपको अंग्रेजी बोलना नहीं है. તમે તો ગુજરાતી જ બોલો છો, તમારે નહીં આવવાનું. And then I also, a few days later, I saw a different scenario where the parent was embarrassed that the kid could not converse in English. Which made me realize that why should you be embarrassed of your mother tongue? I understand that English is an important language or any other language. All languages are good for whatever business purpose, education purpose. But why should you be ashamed of your own mother tongue? So that is when I thought that I want to try and do something so that at least people should not be embarrassed of talking in Gujarati. And this is inherent in Gujaratis, I believe. Because if you see a Tamil meeting a Tamil, he will always converse in Tamil. And a Bengali meeting a Bengali will always converse in Bengali. But a Gujarati meeting another Gujarati will initially start with English. That too will be wrong. Then he'll go to Hindi. और फिर भी नहीं जमा तभी गुजराती में जाएगा, you know. तो वो, and that is why I didn't call it Garvathi Gujarati. I said we need a better word, and the word is Vattathi Gujarati. So it is Gujarati હોવાનું swag છે, મને એ વટ છે, મારી ભાષા મારો વટ છે. Also on the lines of language, ભાષા બધી જ સારી છે, એટલે આપણે વટથી ગુજરાતીમાં એવું કહીએ છીએ કે અંગ્રેજી સારું છે પણ ગુજરાતી મારું છે. જે પણ ભાષાઓ છે એમાં બે પ્રકારના સાહિત્ય હોય, એક મૌખિક અને એક લેખિક. જે લેખિત સાહિત્ય છે એ તો સચવાયેલું રહેશે સદીઓ સુધી, પણ જે મૌખિક સાહિત્ય છે એટલે જે લોકકલા છે, જે લોકગીતો છે, કે જે લોક વાર્તાઓ છે, દુહા છે, છંદ છે, આ બધી કેટલી બધી એવી વાતો છે કે જે ક્યાંય લખાઈ નથી, એ ફક્ત પેઢી દર પેઢી ઉતરતી આવી છે. તો જો ભાષા મરી જશે તો એ બધી વાર્તાઓ, એ જે લોક સંગીત છે, આપણો કેટલો બધો જે ડાયરો અત્યારે ગવાય છે એ બધો ક્યાંય લખાયેલો નથી. આ લોક કલાકારોને બધું જીવે મોડે છે, પણ એના પછી જો કોઈ નહીં શીખે તો એ બધો જે ખજાનો છે એ ખોવાઈ જશે. અને જો આપણી સંસ્કૃતિ જ ખોવાઈ જશે, જો ભાષા જ ખોવાઈ જશે, તો પછી આપણે પણ ખોવાઈ જ જઈશું ને. વોટ આર વી વિધાઉટ ધ કલ્ચર? ઇટ ઇઝ આર આઇડેન્ટિટી. So how can we let the language disappear? It is not disappeared, it will not disappear, but why should we even think in that direction? So let us at least respect the language. એટલે એટલા માટે વટથી ગુજરાતીથી શરૂ કર્યું, and specifically more towards the youngsters, because I think Gujarati as a language needs to be aspirational. So we do Gujarati rock concerts, કે જેમાં ગુજરાતી ગીતો આપણે કહીએ પણ rock format, સંગીત સંધ્યા નહીં, બેઠક નહીં, ગિટાર અને ડ્રમ સાથે લોકોને મજા આવે.
Awesome. Gujarati rock concert. I think that's next on cards. On Youthrock. Maybe we can have a Gujarati rock concert. Led by you and your team. At various.
Absolutely. We do it every year around 1st May. And for this year, for 3rd May, my venue is already booked. But unfortunately, this year I don't think we'll be able to.
I understand. Do it. Some limitations of travel. There's a question, because we got talking about language. There's a question from one of our friends in Maharashtra. He says, of course, ये प्रश्न बहुत लोगों को पूछा गया है. A guy like you who thinks in English, who promotes his mother tongue, what do you think about putting kids school in terms of the language? So are you in favor of education in mother tongue, or something else needs to be done?
So this is something which I am not saying, but the UN is saying. And the UN has said that if a child is given the primary education in his or her mother tongue, the child learns faster and the child learns better. This is a research, you can just Google it. Just last year, UN said this, that it is important that we give primary education to our children in their own languages, in their own mother tongue. Okay. That's one. Second, just last year, Gujarat government decided to make it compulsory for all the schools in Gujarat to have at least one subject which is Gujarat. Now, having said that, am I in favor of education in mother tongue? Yes. But there is a problem. The problem is that vernacular medium schools are not up to the mark of all the other international boards. Once they upgrade themselves, there is no reason why we should not educate our children in their own mother tongue. Because if you see globally, all the so-called developed countries converse and transact in their own languages. You go to Germany, you have to learn German. God damn it! You go to Japan, you have to learn Japanese. And these are developed countries. वहां पर जाकर आप नहीं कि मुझे तो इंग्लिश आता है तो जर्मन बोलेगा, भाई आप जर्मनी पहले आप जर्मन सीख के आओ, उसके बाद हम बात करेंगे. तो ऐसा नहीं कहते हैं कि भाई कोई भी भाषा अच्छी या बुरी है, कोई ऊपर है कोई नीचे है. हमारी मदर टंग में हम अगर सीखेंगे तो हम जल्दी ही सीख पाएंगे. इसीलिए तो उसे मदर टंग कहा जाता है. एंड वी ऑल नो व्हाट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ मदर्स इन आवर लाइव्स. मातृभाषा.
Okay, there's this bit about this question has been asked almost about 8 times now from when we started from some of the people, students and youngsters, and this has been put up frequently on my screen on WhatsApp. Is being an RJ a very satisfying profession? If yes, how do I start training for it during the COVID times?
I don't think being an RJ is a difficult job, because any artist, if the art that an artist creates directly reaches to people and penetrates their hearts, then automatically you know that you've arrived. So if you talk from the heart, if you know what you're talking about, if you know how you're talking, if you're genuine in what you're talking, then automatically you will create a bond with the listener. A lot of people think that being an RJ is all about being happy, but that's not true. An RJ is a friend. So when you're driving a car and there is an invisible friend who's sitting on the next seat, that is an RJ. So you're driving, you're looking at so many things, and a friend sitting next to you is talking to you about everything else. So maybe the weather, maybe the news headlines, maybe a Bollywood gossip, maybe a great song that's coming up next. That is the definition of an RJ. If an RJ is genuine, okay, I've oftentimes said, when I was on the radio, I've oftentimes said that आज mood ठीक नहीं है. तो हो सकता है ना कि मेरा मूड ठीक ना हो. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि because I'm an RJ I'll always get in the studio, hey, good morning. That's just not possible. I'm a human being. So as much as I will try and make people positive and happy, I will also need positivity. I will also need motivation. I will also need someone to make me happy. And I'm just a normal human being. Hey. And that genuinity probably reaches out to people. So if you look at it that way, people think that RJing is about the voice, but voice comes the last. It's all about the content. It's all about the wit. It's all about how sensitive you are, how much do you empathize, how well do you connect with people. So if a person starts to think that you are one of them, that is when you've arrived. And it's I think this is very similar to an actor. So when we see a movie and when we see the actor doing a dishum to the villain, we see our reflection in it. We see that barabar voice. And that is where we connect. So if that connection is built between you and the listener, then you've arrived. That is the most important.
All right, that puts me onto the watch here, which says we are almost out of time. So before we wind up, Kshitij, could you tell our listeners and the viewers, if at all I need to do something in the next couple of weeks to stay above the line, stay positive, what would be those 1, 2 or 3 that I should do to stay above the line and not sink into a hole? आप क्या कहते हैं कि मैं क्या करूं अगले कुछ दिनों में? आज आपने बहुत कुछ हमें बताया. You gave a lot of suggestions what we can do. But if you were to just put number 1, 2, and 3, do this, and maybe you might be better at the end of the lockdown.
A lot of people say that learn a new skill, learn a new language, do this, do that. If you've not become a better person in all these 21 or 40 days, then you wasted your time and all of those things. I partially disagree to that, because not everyone's pace, not everyone's inclination is the same. So if someone wants to learn something, fair enough. If someone doesn't want to learn something and just sit and relax, fair enough. Everything is okay as long as you don't let the negativity seep in. It's all okay. Having said that, it is definitely possible to change. So this is yet again a story which is very popular, so I'll just briefly mention it. And a small child asks the father that I'm always angry, I'm always frustrated, and I don't know what to do, how to get out of the situation. um, so the father says that, why are you so angry and frustrated? And the child says that I'm always facing difficult times. I'm always, in trouble. So the father asks the child to go and get a couple of ingredients. They take a vessel, they pour some water in it and wait for it to boil. And once the water boils, they put in a potato, they put in an egg, and they put some coffee beans in. Once the water is cold again, is cooled off, they take out the potato, which was very hard before it boiled. But now, once the potato is boiled, it becomes very soft. You can actually mash it with your hand. The egg, which was so brittle, after you put it in that water and once you bring it out, now it has become solid. It is boiled. And the coffee beans, they changed the water. So the boiling water is the current times that we're living in. This boiling water can make a hard person soft like the potato, make a soft person hard like the egg, or can change the entire situation like the coffee beans or tea leaves. This is what it is. What do we do with it is completely up to us. We are living in times that you can practically learn anything sitting at your home. On YouTube, there are so many apps, there are so many websites. If you wish to do that, please go ahead and do it. An easier way out is to create art. And by creating art, I'm not saying that you will overnight become an A.R. Rahman or an M.F. Hussain, but try and do something. Try writing a story, try writing a poem, try making a painting, try singing, try do something. When you create art, you also become a creator. And once you become a creator, you realize there are so many issues that you face. Starting from holding the pen से लेके पेपर अच्छा नहीं है से लेके छोटी छोटी कितनी सारी चीजें हैं जो हमें डिस्टर्ब करेगी अगर आप क्रिएटर बनने की कोशिश करो। तो हमारे वो क्रिएटर के लिए ये छोटी छोटी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, वो इसको धीरे धीरे रेट कर दें. And you will get that positivity only once you try to create. So for that, you will need to become an artist. And by artist, I'm not saying again that you go and hold exhibitions and start doing concerts. हमारे पेट पे लात मत दो. पर आप घर में बैठ के आर्टिस्ट बनो. So try and write a poem, try and paint a picture, and this will fill you with immense positivity, I assure you.
Absolutely. Create something. And that story that you mentioned about the potato, egg, and coffee beans, I think this is a classic case for us to live that story right and make things happen once again. Thank you so much, Kshitij, for coming with us live this morning. I'm sure a lot of people, have taken in so much of value for the time that they've invested. And I do believe that by the time the lockdown is, out and we are back with our lives, the perspective that you've made us look at things from a different angle, I guess that's going to put us in good stead in the coming days. And the last part that you mentioned, create something at home, write something, paint something, do something. One of our team members who's an artist herself, she has created a series of videos to help people. She's a Mehndi artist, somebody who's been doing, the only Mehndi artist, who's had a social enterprise. And she's been putting her videos. I trust there's a huge bit of self to be developed. There's a huge bit of self to be maybe a deep dive to be done within myself as well. Thank you so much, Kshitij, for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
And I do look forward to some more engaging conversations with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hopefully, we'll be able to fix up some kind of a concert in Gujarati.
Absolutely.
Kuch karenge, we'll reach people's homes. Friends, this is Himadri from Youth Talks signing out. But, a few things are up next. On Friday, we are going to be, Saturday, we are going to be having the Youth Talks Health Hacks, second edition with Dr. Sangeeta Menon at 11 a.m. On Sunday, we are launching Youth Talks Rise with the guy who has given Shah Rukh Khan the platform to become SRK, and that is Vivek Vaswani, the actor, producer, and the Dean of Contemporary Media at Pearl Media, Pearl Academy, and he is going to be interviewed by Young Turk Araman. And yes, a lot of you had asked for a session on selling skills in our last interaction with Animesh Bhai. So on Sunday, that is 26th, we are going to be having a session with Animesh Bhai sometime in the afternoon. Time would be declared a little later. Thank you so much for joining all of us. Thanks a lot, Ajay Kshitij, for giving us a great reason to stay positive, giving us ways on how I can remain positive and maybe make the world a better place through my presence. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And one final thing, I think we are celebrating Earth Day.
It is,
and it's so amazing that there are so many good news coming from different parts of the world. In just Mumbai, so many of flamingos have flocked, thousands in numbers. Dolphins are back in the canals of Italy, and there's so many such good news. The pollution has reduced, which naturally means that the earth knows how to heal itself.
Absolutely.
And we are the virus.
Absolutely. So, the earth has healed itself. Time for us to heal ourselves and move up ahead. Looking forward to meeting with each of you this Saturday, 11 a.m. with Dr. Sangeeta Menon. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful day, each of you. Thank you, Kshitij Bhai. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye.
Guys, have a great day.